Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Life's a Chore. Before we get our guest in here, same thing. Check us out on all our social media at Life's a Chore _7 on Twitter. All right, our guest today is a former classmate of mine. Actually, was the president. That's pretty cool. And he's a chill dude, so we should see. So we got y'all. No Issa Rae. Oh, I ain't never seen no video shit on this. We usually just do audio.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is just for reference. I'm not a disembodied voice. Don't worry.
you
I know
good,
you
good.
guys are legit. Just so
Hey,
you know.
it's just me today. We were supposed to have Marquay, but he got stuck in traffic. And
Oh, okay. Well, hey,
I
give
was at
Marquay my
work.
best. I love that guy.
I got you.
For sure, for
So,
sure. Hey, well, thanks for inviting me here.
Of course. You know, I'm trying to stack up the amount of guests we get. You know, just trying to differentiate our audience and all that.
No, building it up. I get it, because life is a chore.
Hey, hey,
It's just how it is.
recording TikTok just saying that. Life is a chore. Bow.
I'll shout you out on my story when we're done. I'll be like, yo, check out the Life's a Chore podcast.
Yeah. This episode,
how long does the editing take for each podcast episode?
It honestly depends, because I did an episode where it was me and two other people in person, and then I had somebody else from a long distance, and that was the longest I've ever had to take on editing. Like, I had to sync up everybody's audio to make sure it was on time and all that. I had to go through it twice because it was like multiple recordings. It was like
it's
a lot.
The worst. It
was a lot.
Absolute worst.
That shit took me 2 days. Like, that was a lot.
Yeah, no, just sitting down trying to, especially syncing up, because it has to be right. Even the slightest thing, if you notice it, it causes problems. Yeah.
And then, like, I have to, like, raise people's levels or turn them down or just cut out silence and all that. But honestly, majority of the podcasts take me, like, an hour or two to edit. So it's really not that hard.
That's good. No, I'm actually really glad. My mom, she has a podcast herself.
Oh, shout her out.
Yeah, no, I would if I was a better son. I don't listen to it particularly. It's not my demographic, so I don't. To be honest, I'm blanking on the name, which is like I was like, I should have either person. I would have it down.
Just text her right now, and if she responds during the show, just say it randomly.
Yeah, I'll just be like, I'll just make it smooth. Like, yeah. Anyways, I should know it. I'm just a bad son. I think I'm realizing that now.
Fuck it. I mean, shout out to the old generation getting into the podcast game,
Exactly, yeah, I was surprised. I was like, really? Y'all are doing that? But they're doing good stuff, talking. I just know how hard it is to make a podcast. Like, it's
Hey, this is number 43. This is gonna be number 43 right here. So we're 7.
Yeah, no, I saw. 50, I was like, whew.
Right, we're 7 away from 50, and it's like, just thinking about how long it's been since we started the shit. Like, it's literally about to be 3 years. So it's like,
it's beautiful though.
It really is, and it like is so much work, but like it was fun. Like, if I go back and listen to like the first like 10 episodes, like we're just fucking around. Like, there's no structure to it at all. Like, and people listen to that.
No, I was listening to the first episode recently. I know that's such a long time ago from 40, you had 43 videos, right?
Yeah, 43.
Yeah, I know it's a long time, but it was just a vibe, You guys are just kind of like, hey, are you connected? No, not yet. 1 second. Got that ready, and then it's just a nice embracing conversation. So 3 years in the making. Cheers to 3 more years. I'm a big fan.
Thank you shout out for real, because I'm not gonna be dishonest. I'm not on TikTok, so I couldn't even be
for the best.
Yeah, I couldn't even like know your shit, but I do know. I watched some of your YouTube videos, and
same old.
Yeah, like, yo, I have a question about that, but your YouTube video or your like YouTube channel is like crazy as shit. Congratulations on 700K. Like, that's a big ass number.
Yo, for real, I appreciate it. It's big to me. Like, I'm tripping out almost every day. I almost can't believe it. And yeah, if we go into it, I'll tell you that it's been great, but there's been some huge cognitive dissonance between me, because I'm like, I see like 700,000, fans and whatever, or like friends and all these people coming in, and I'm just like, wait, but in my real life, I don't see a lot of anybody. I actually am just in my room editing and doing all this stuff. So there's a bit of like step back to it. It's like, whoa, this is crazy.
For real. Like, it's a number on the screen, and it's a big ass number, but it's like, it's not a physical thing. Like, it's not tangible.
Yeah, it's hard to make it feel real. It's like, what?
Wait, have they sent you the $100,000?
They do. That's why I turned on the camera. I was gonna see if I could pull it off.
I'm trying to see that for real.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I don't know why my camera's not connecting. Maybe if I turn it on, turn it back off. Oh, it's not connecting because it's not even. I'm stupid. It's not even plugged in. It's not plugged in. I'm weird. I did half of the work. I plugged the one of the cords in, but not the other.
It's fine. I know my webcam is trash, but I can try to turn mine on.
No, give me 1 second. I'm dumb.
You good?
Get some water. I just started working out. I know you're an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
In your stuff. Me, not so much. I'm not in shape. So
I'm
here, I'm sore, and I'm like, I don't ever want to do this again, man.
No, like, you really got to keep working. You're going to, like, for me, I've been on, like, kind of a workout thing. Like, last week I worked out, like, almost every single day. So this week I haven't worked out at all. It's like, I gotta take a break. Like, you gotta go really hard and then stop.
And then have a cool down time. Let the muscles build a little bit, give them a break so that they can go back stronger. Yeah. I guess my fatigue is the thing that's gotten really bad.
Endurance, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is so hard to build. It's crazy. Like, that's the one thing. I'm trying to get my cardio up. So
that workout stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cardio. So endurance for sure. I got a friend. She ran a half marathon just on a whim. She's one of those fitness people. Whoa. Crazy.
Not on a whim.
Yeah, it was like she just texted me. She's like, I heard of this half marathon going up, because she's mad into cardio. She has a YouTube channel called Caitlin Stockings Fitness and whatever. And she was like, I'm just going to run a half marathon. I was like, what? And they did. I think that's like 12 miles. I don't know. If you get your cardio up, you pretty much turn into a superhero. So
yeah, that runner's high shit they be talking about. Like, I ain't never reached that part.
Haven't felt it, but I know it's real.
No, yeah.
I was like, you can't fake that.
Nah, if you want to run a half a marathon, let alone a full, like, you on some other shit.
You mean it. It's like that person means what they say.
For sure. They committed to the game. They're in a runner's club. Like, they got that app where motherfuckers can, like, compare tracks and shit.
Yeah, no, I can't get. Oh, and and since we're here, just shouting people out. Randolph from high school.
Randolph, I'm trying to get him on the show, man. That's the next person I'm trying to get, yo. I haven't had an athlete yet.
Bro, he's superstar right now. Did
superstar, man.
Yeah, he's out there. I think he got his own day in Garner.
Yeah,
man he's fat. No. If you do get him on here, just if you ever do bring him onto the show, which I hope you do, just let him know I beat him in a race in middle school, and I ain't gonna forget it because it's probably never gonna happen again.
Exactly. No, you gotta own that, and he probably not even gonna remember that shit, but you remembered, and that's
I'm just gonna be like, yeah, it happened.
Exactly.
His memory's gonna be foggy.
Yeah, like, this man's an Olympic gold medalist. Like, it's gonna be hard as shit to get him on the show, but I'm gonna still try.
It's gonna be worthwhile.
Yeah,
you get him now. He's blowing up. He's probably super popular. I think where is he at? A&T?
Yeah, he's at A&T. His dad's the coach, which, like, that's even more lit. Like, let's talk about that. Like, his whole family is set.
He's crazy, and I think that if you should be able to be like, yo, man, we go way back. do the whole everything.
No, and the crazy thing is, I had gym with Randolph 2 years. The first time was sophomore year, and I knew this motherfucker was gonna be insane. Like, I remember him talking about going to Tokyo when we were in high school, because that was the next Olympics. So I was like, wow, you gonna go to Tokyo? That's lit. Because I was like, oh, what college you gonna go to? He's like, I'm going to Tokyo.
He's like, I'm going to the Olympics.
I said, hey, I think you could do it. I saw this man dunk a basketball and then beat several people in a race. Like, that's...
Yeah, he's multi-talented. He's branching out into other
sports. He's just good at everything.
What I can say about him is that you're right. Like just being in his same area, you could see when he's on the track, when he's running, he is in his prize, in his element. He is 100% somebody I had no doubt was going to be amazing track star.
For real. And honestly, like, I'm praying we get him on the show because that would be such a good episode.
Oh, have you reached out?
I've reached out, yes. But I might just have to go to, like, his fucking track meets and just be like, Randolph, please.
Yeah, no, I think that you might actually have to. I'm secretly, I'm planning to do a video when I'm breaking into long form YouTube videos, and one of the videos I hope I can get Randolph in a video as well. Kind of like challenging him to another race.
Oh wow!
I know I'm gonna lose, but I the entertainment value,
it would be so high, definitely.
Hopefully he's somebody who responds. I think when things start happening, especially for him going to the Olympics and stuff, you get just this influx of emails, you know, and
DMs, everything. Everybody,
and then it gets hectic.
Yeah.
I try not to take those things personal. I'm like, yeah, they're probably going through it. I know I get a lot of emails and and everything, and I'm just trying to juggle it all. I can't imagine it's easy for anyone to have to sort through everything. I'm so unorganized at times.
I feel you, especially because he's verified also on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure he probably has like NIL deals out the ass. So
that
like,
blue check hits different.
So I'm sure he has so many other things going on in his life. So shout out to Randolph one more time. You know,
yeah, just one more time for Randolph Ross. Hold on, I think I got something for that. For Randolph Ross, yeah, I got it. I got a little like soundboard with me, so.
Yo, bro, I have a soundboard too, but I cannot figure out how to get that shit to work.
It's mine are presets, so like I didn't have to set this part up. It was kind of, but I don't know how to change it either. So
yeah,
we're just kind of stuck with it. They don't make this stuff easy, like
at all, bro.
Like especially recording podcasts. I mean, audio is one thing. I mean, it's really difficult, but like compiling it all together, syncing it up, understanding decibels and gain and all that stuff. Like it's an enigma of academic things you got to take down and learn.
Just
man, can't I'm still like I do some voiceovers every now and then, and I'm not good at it. Like I mean, I like to give myself credit where credit's due. I've done it for a couple years now, but like I still feel like there's so much I don't understand. It's an academic study. It's an actual challenge.
And like we just you know what I'm saying, self-taught out here. We're not even going to school for this shit. So
yeah. It's like you got to learn it all from the internet, trial and error, self-teaching. It's no joke
at all.
So for everybody listening to podcasts, just know it takes a lot of work, guys.
I was just about to say that. I'm about to say for everybody that want to make that want to be a content creator or some shit like that, just know that behind that one video that's 5 minutes long, it probably took this person 4 days.
Yeah.
So
no joke.
Enjoy it and appreciate the content. The effort is high.
I think a lot of people, I feel like it's one of those, content creator is not like a unsung job. You get clout, you can get money from it, you can do this and that. But one thing that is unsung is the idea that this content that anybody watches, it's free. Right. Anybody can go on a website and watch your video, unless it's like OnlyFans or Patreon or whatever. That's different. But like for most videos, the content's free, and I think a lot of people forget that. They'll I don't know if you've had people come to your podcast and hear it and be like, "Oh, you guys got to do this. You guys should do blah blah blah." People come and critique. It's like, "Yo, it's free content. Just chill. It's cool."
Right. If
don't leave. You don't got to leave if you don't want to. But the content we make, we stay up here for days making certain videos, and then
days, man.
Yeah, and then people just absorb it and like more. That's I
mean, I don't want to jinx it, but we haven't had any like big criticisms yet. Like most of the criticism comes from within of us. We're like, oh damn, that sounded like shit. Like yeah, it did. Like there's some early episodes where like the audio, like it could be louder, it's not as loud, and I'm like, okay, from now on we fix that issue. So it's like we're critiquing ourselves and other people to do that shit. especially not for what we
Nah,
make.
that makes sense. And I find I'm always my harshest critic.
Right.
And I think every creator is always going to be the harshest critics for it all. So I'm glad you haven't had that bad of criticism, because there's no need. It's like you're already on it.
Right.
I like to think it's probably better the way that you do it. It's like you have a video and you're like critiquing it. That could be louder. Next time we'll fix it. That's such a good way to go about it. Instead of fixating on the problem of the last video, it's just move on to the next one and fix it on the next go round. It's such a better strategy. I couldn't get that around my head at first. There'd be videos I wouldn't post them if it was like, oh, this is bad, I can't post it. I would just hold on to it instead of just posting it, moving on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
It had me
you gotta have
a couple for a year or so. But yeah, you got it.
You gotta have short-term memory in a lot of things when you create content, because even good or bad, you have to realize that there's gonna have to be a next one and the next one and the next one, because that's how you build the audience. That's how you get people to come back, when you show consistency. But that shit is hard.
Yeah, no, it's no joke. I think, I don't know, but have you ever got discouraged, when you start posting and you don't see a lot of response back, and it kind of messes with your consistency?
When I used to make YouTube videos,
Mm-hmm.
yes. But since we're doing the podcast, seeing like when I go to the statistics on the website and I saw that shit when it had 0 downloads, and now I go back on the shit and it doesn't say 0, I'm happy after that.
Yeah, you got an audience.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what the number is, as long as it's not 0. Then I know we working for somebody.
No, I feel that. Somebody. I really actually really respect that. That's something I was not able to do actually. I've been doing creation, I guess, professionally since I was 19, and I'm 21 now. At first, when I was making these videos, it was not like that. It was for me, I wasn't getting any responses, and more than just not getting responses, it would discourage my consistency. Mm-hmm. I would stop posting, or I'd be like, I just spent 4 whole days editing this one video, and it doesn't even so one of the top comments was a critique of how I use my green screen, and I was like, all right, I'm taking a month off. And that was something you got to, I, as a person, I was like, I got to get this consistency thing down. It's not about, it's not about the number that's there at the moment. It's about, planting a seed and allowing it to grow through your consistency. And it was a lesson I had to learn the hard way.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. When I used to make YouTube videos, I had that same problem. I used to make soccer videos, and I spent so long on this one video, so long, and it got no views. Basically, the number of views that I got on a video where I didn't do anything but cut up a game and then throw some music behind it, that shit has 1 million views. The fucking effort I put into this other video, it has 300. It's what the
it's
fuck?
It's what the dynamics between 1 million to 300. It's
it doesn't make sense. Exactly. And that video popped off for no reason. The only reason why I popped off is because people kept arguing in my comments. It was Mexican people arguing with
just what were they arguing about? It's fans. That was a foul. That's not good.
Yeah.
Just getting really into the game and
that shit was crazy as fuck to me. I'm reading the comments wait, they arguing over this. This shit is
calm down.
Yeah. One of the comments I saw was so insane that I had to stop reading them after that one. I was it's nothing's gonna top this one.
Was it insane in a bad way, or insane in whoa, this person is intensely emotional?
It was insane in a questionable way. How did you come to that conclusion? It was a video about this soccer player, just their every touch in one game, and it was against Mexico. And in the comments, the dude was like, "Oh, her husband is a part of this Mexican gang that does such and such." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and
what?
Her husband, she actually killed JFK. That's
right.
Just full conspiracy theorist mode.
Her husband is a soccer player as well. I'm confused. That. It threw me off so hard. But all right.
Yeah, no, I think people. Oh, wow, that's crazy. What a weird conclusion to jump to.
Exactly.
People will do anything to believe whatever keeps them comfortable.
Yes.
And that is, and that shows when you just don't dive too deep in the comment section, I guess, because people really
especially not on popular videos. That's where you really get the worst.
Kim, you probably already talked about this. Actually, I know you already talked about this. You had to, but the Will Smith incident.
Oh, that was on our last episode that we just posted.
Yeah, so I don't want to, bog you down with like stuff we've already talked about. All right, but the comment section on all of those videos, everybody has a different take.
Everybody, and no. Please, if you have time after this, please listen to like towards the end of that episode of us, because I go into all the ridiculous responses from celebrities. It was insane. Like normal people's opinions on this are like wild too, but to see celebrities take this situation and blow it up like 70 times, it was so insane. Like, it was crazy as fuck to see in real time, and then they reflected on it a couple days. Reflected on it a couple days later, and it just kept getting worse. Like, Amy Schumer, she basically like sat down in a fire and then poured more gasoline on herself. Yeah, I saw.
When Amy was like, they're censoring me, and everybody was like, no, we just really didn't like the joke.
Right, it wasn't even a joke, honestly. Like that lady hasn't even been dead for like 3 months, 6 months, some shit like that. Like, it was just in bad taste. We can't just say that. Like,
yeah, and I think, but it was so weird. I think everybody agrees that Amy Schumer was like, they're censoring me, and everybody's like, no, calm down, it's okay.
No one.
The celebrities really made a show out of it all. I'm gonna go check out your last episode when everything's said and done. And if you're listening and you haven't heard it, you got to do the same with me. All right.
Really. Not a lot of people's heard that episode,
but it's great, and that was a really buzzworthy thing. I made a video.
I had to talk about it.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I'm gonna be honest. I did my channel a favor and decided not to pick a side. I just talked about it in a very neutral way. But the buzz was so hot. I think the video's at 3 million views.
Yes, now. I have a question about those, because I went to your YouTube video. And I'm like looking at the view counts. I'm like, okay, it was pretty consistent. Like, around, like, most of them around like 50K.
Yeah, those are the long form videos, the ones that don't do it. But then shorts.
Yes, your shorts. I said, whoa. Like, I'm looking at the views. I'm like, this is 20 million.
Yeah, I think several. Actually, I think 2 videos are at 20 million views themselves.
It was at least 2. That's all.
So if there was anything to say about those videos, it's that YouTube Shorts is overpowered. It's like when Super Smash Bros. Brought Meta Knight. Super Smash Bros. And Brawl. This is a gaming reference. They brought this one character in named Meta Knight, and he was just OP. He could destroy any enemy, and that's what YouTube Shorts is. YouTube Shorts is just, it'll put you in front of an audience after a bit of time. It took me about a year for them to actually do anything with them, truth be told.
Wow.
Yeah, no, one of the videos that has like I think it's at 10 million views or something like that. It was one that was made a year ago, and it just now blew up. So Shorts is a weird enigma where they'll just take a video, and as long as it keeps people's eyes on the screen, they will promote it. And I've been taking it pretty advantageously, like, succeeding off of just YouTube Shorts, because it's an overpowered system. It's completely different than the regular YouTube long form algorithm.
Yeah. My question for that was, how have you been able to garner so many views from Shorts? So that answered the question. So that's
good.
Yeah. So that's 6 out. That's good.
Yeah, I don't always feel that I've deserved a lot of the success and the views because I never expected it. And I guess I did answer the question. I kept posting, and eventually YouTube's algorithm promoted them in front of people. But I also honed it. There's a lot of things that creators have to hone in on when they make shorts, like retention strategies, as in what keeps people's eyes on the screen. For the longest time, I used to make videos where my editing for my intros were a little slower. Like, I'd have 30-second intros, and I could see 100 people started watching the video, and by the end of that 30 seconds, I had maybe 20% of people left. Because intros, because intros, if they bore people, if they, don't get into what people click the video for, then they're just not interested, especially if they don't know that there's good entertainment ahead.
Right.
And for a lot of my earlier videos, they're not the best. But yeah, you know, if they don't know what to expect, they can click off. If they don't like how the video's starting, if they don't like your presence or the
song
approach
choice
to the camera, exactly. They'll leave. And so I tried to hone in how I could change, like, you know, use visual and audio aspects to keep people watching for as long as possible. And I found that music really helps.
That's like a mind technique.
Yeah, it really is. It was just kind of like, if you can make somebody bob their head to it, they'll just want to listen to it a second time so that they can bob their head to it again.
Right.
And and that worked to get retention. So I utilized music. I think that was one of the strongest tools I used.
Gotcha. Actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And they're all babies. Like, a lot of my subscribers and followers, they're like children.
Okay, yeah, you get in the bag for real then, because if you get,
it's
a child audience, then YouTube is gonna push you to the front, because like they have so many people that don't make child friendly content now.
Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to make kids content. I was like, wow, people are getting away with like the scummiest stuff, scamming kids and doing all this stuff. Yeah. I'm like, okay, whatever. I can be a force of positivity, or at least I can try to be. What I guess I was gonna say something. Yeah, so I was just talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock. I'm not going back to that. I just wanted to say I've been a big fan of Will Smith. I read his book, Will, recently. Actually, it was on Audible, so I didn't read it, but I listened to it. It's an incredible book. And it's one of the things, like, he was just one of the people who inspired me not to curse in videos. So I try very hard not to curse in the videos I post. I know I have a couple slip ups, but they're never really bad.
Right.
And I do that just because I knew, I was like, I want to be in front of as many people as possible. And by making your audience capable of being watched by as broad of an audience, right, it can be watched by children, and there's not going to be too many problems in between it, other than maybe some jokes are a little cornier than others to grab the attention of one audience over another, and then some jokes are over the heads of the younger audience. Yeah. But ultimately, I'm trying to maneuver the broadest type of content to get the most eyes, because that's the best way to succeed, at least quickly.
Right. Because like if you're one of those people that are like into niche shit, like there's like a lot of hip hop commentators and shit like that on YouTube.
I love a lot of hip hop commentators.
Yeah, like they got a following because everybody agrees on liking hip hop. Like they like rap. So that can be an easy market right there.
Niche content is great, especially like for instance, we'll take I like hip hop reaction videos, like when a new music video comes out, people reacting to it. There's also people who critique albums when they come out.
Yeah,
I know people are really tough on that Jack Harlow song.
Okay. We were talking about that in our group chat.
Man, people are too mean on Jack Harlow. I listened
to like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the internet, like, when you first start coming up on the internet, if you're a musician especially, the internet will really fuck with you heavy for like the first 6 months of your fame, and then you start to get haters, and then after that you do one thing or you release a bad song and it's like everybody's on your head for like a trending topic, or they're trying to get these
they're like off. I told you he was not that good, you hyping up the wrong. Bad songs happen. Like I think people forget. You know how many bad songs Kanye and Eminem and Jay-Z, like the greats have bad songs.
Exactly. Like
everybody does.
The only thing I didn't really like about it is that he started with the chorus. I think that set the tone for the song in a bad way. Like if he would have started it with like a verse and then the chorus, maybe it would have the song structure would have felt better. But
it's just not a poppin' song. I agree with you. You know, in the sense that it's like it doesn't come pleasantly to the ears when you go straight into the chorus. But I think, you know, chorus could have used work. Maybe the sample choice. It wasn't bad. It's just not. It's just not hit. Strongest. It's just not a hit.
Yeah.
And I think people forget, because Jack Harlow, you got to remember, he comes out with hits. SUV, Black on Black. Come on, Nail Tech. This man, he comes in with great songs, but when you're right, you said it perfectly. I couldn't say it better myself. The first 6 months, you got a lot of supporters, but when haters want to doubt, they're gonna doubt.
Like, it happens. It's a cycle between every single musician or a rapper. Like, it really is. So, like, I honestly, like, if I was a musician, like, I wouldn't even take Twitter seriously. Like, it's no point. Like, you're gonna have somebody that doesn't fuck with your music.
Yeah, Twitter, man. Twitter is crazy. So do you frequent Twitter a lot?
I'm on Twitter a lot. I'm very tuned in.
I need to take a lesson out of your book because I've been trying to stay away from Twitter because it scares me. It really does. I am afraid of the people on Twitter. Everybody, like, I could have a terrible opinion. I could say something as crazy as, like, I think we should beat up jellyfish. Right. Why? Because I don't like them. I don't know. And there'd be somebody on Twitter defending me. There'd be somebody who has they're like, yeah, screw those darn jellyfish. And like, what the? I see people defend anything on Twitter, and that scares the hell out of me.
That is honestly the scariest part of Twitter. Like, you will think there's no way someone is in support of this, and you will go to the replies, and they're there. Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, you just gotta stay away from the bad sides of Twitter. There's so many bad sides. You just gotta mute, block, and move on. You can also block keywords and shit like that. Like, you can curate it to be a good
environment you want it to be. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to do that. I've been trusted. I put too much trust. If anybody can relate to me on this, but like, I put too much trust in what Twitter recommends to me because they know I don't go on the site, so they'll recommend something crazy like I got some Twitter like blah blah blah. Elon Musk is finna buy Twitter right now.
I hope he doesn't buy it.
Everybody's talking about.
What the fuck? Like,
yeah.
People don't understand how. First of all, his origins are fucked up, and then two,
yep.
how he's released Tesla and shit like that. Like, he has a business model to have exclusivity about cars. Like, there's some cars on Tesla that don't even have door handles. Like, what the fuck? So it's like he always wants to make shit outlandish as fuck. That's not gonna work on social media. Like, keep shit simple. Like, when Twitter just started that Twitter Blue shit where you gotta pay like $2.99 for the shit we've been asking for several years, like an edit button, longer videos, and bookmark folders so you can keep your shit like a little bit more organized. All that shit, they're like, no, you're just gonna have to pay for it.
Like, you can do that, but we want money.
Exactly. So Elon Musk is gonna take that shit to 10. We're gonna have to pay to tweet after a while. Like, this shit is crazy.
I hear he's been, so first off, I hear like he's like the Willy Wonka of designing his cars. He's like, and now the steering wheel is a square. I'm like, whoa, okay, bro, you're crazy.
It's unnecessary. Like, he's trying to uninvent shit that's already invented and make it better. It's like, it doesn't need to be better. Like, it's already good.
So have you heard the most recent news? I mean, like, it is more about him buying Twitter. He's made a formal offer of what is around 42 to maybe $50 billion to Twitter. He made that offer very recently to say, I want to buy Twitter.
Okay, so let's talk about why he wants to buy Twitter. He was gonna be on the board of directors or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, because he bought 9% of the shares of Twitter.
Yeah,
putting him on the board. But now he's like, he says he wants to protect free speech. I believe, like, that he's going off about. Yeah, that's what he said in his recent thing. He's like, freedom of speech is under attack. We definitely can't have this motherfucker buy it. Then I don't trust that. I just
all.
I don't trust
at all. Because
what is he trying to say? That he needs to buy the entire site to have,
just to say something with. Right? Like, what are you about to say? Like, a lot of people that go on about freedom of speech, they want the freedom to say the wildest shit, which in turn you do. Freedom of speech is about the government stopping you from saying shit, not Twitter.
Yeah, not the people responding and reacting to what you say.
Not Twitter or the general public. Like, that. The fundamental misunderstanding of several laws has had
I think people,
of us in a shithole for so long.
It's terrible. I dropped out of college when COVID hit, and I came back on fall semester, last fall semester, For a couple of days, I dropped out again. It was terrible. I hated it. Like I was there for like 2 weeks, and then I left again. I was like, I can't do this.
Shout out ECU.
Yeah, I love ECU, but God, I was in a history class, and it was that same thing. A lot of students were like, they shouldn't take away our free speech.
Yeah,
I don't,
bro. How are you in college and you're this dumb?
Yeah, it was crazy. And then at that same note, there were the couple of those same people being like, but we still shouldn't talk about critical race theory. And I was like, but your freedom of speech is under attack.
I would have dropped out too.
Also should take this out. Yeah, after that I was like, I can't stay here. I gotta go. Or not like stay here. I mean, I couldn't stay in that class.
Right.
I like ECU. I actually cosplay as an ECU student all the time.
I just walk on campus.
Yeah, like I co-lead a club. I'm actually in 2 clubs. I don't even go here, and a lot of people don't know this. I just walk around. I skateboard around campus just all the time.
Oh, that's funny as shit. Honestly, you're probably not the only person doing that. There is a lot of people walking around on academic probation right now. Still walking around ECU.
I don't like to do this because it's boring. It's really boring, and it's counterproductive to like getting stuff done. But you can just walk into classrooms if you want to learn something. You can just walk in. Nobody's gonna notice. Even if it's a class of 12, they're just gonna be like, "That's suspicious. Never seen this guy before," but they don't say anything.
Right.
It's cool. I like ECU. I mean, I diss it. I talk crap, but I really do like Greenville. I like the campus. I just don't like the school part. The assignments. I'm with you. That stress. It's real.
I'm with you. I'm still doing this dumbass shit, but you know.
Yeah, how's the stress going this semester? You know, like what's it like?
Honestly, this semester it's been constant stress just because like the classes I'm taking like is not really a break for any of them, so it's like I'm kind of used to it, but I don't know, like I'm getting through it a lot better than I used to get through it, definitely. Like freshman year I almost dropped out. There's an episode on this podcast where I literally am crying into the mic for like an hour about
you won't believe what they told me to do, man.
Yeah, about my life, about dropping out of ECU, about, you know, just terrible thoughts. And that's honestly one of our most downloaded episodes, and it fucks with me to this day. Because it's like,
oh, so when I'm suffering, you guys want to listen.
Because it's like, honestly, I shouldn't have posted it, but it's too late now. And
but it's
like,
real, you know?
Yeah. Like, I've had people tell me they cried to that shit, and it's like, okay.
I think I'm gonna check that out, because I'm sorry, I gotta be one of them downloads. It's gonna be me.
It's okay. It's okay. You know,
but like I know what you mean. Like it sounds like you got into a really raw place. There's a lot of,
I did.
Like, you know, it got. I think, you know, the assignments get relentless. The workload gets relentless, and you've become stronger in that you've dealing with it. You're like, it's way better than it was before.
Definitely.
But you talked about, you know, you said you wanted to drop out of college at one point in freshman year.
Bro, this was like 3 weeks into school. Like, it was still August.
And I think I'm curious. First of all, I would love if you already talked about it in the episode. I'm just gonna check it out. But you know, you come from a black household. The idea of dropping out of college, ain't that shit scary?
It is.
Like, I don't know. I got so much pushback. In fact, said that my grandparents aren't gonna read or watch the podcast. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
they don't know I dropped out of college. They still think I'm in school. I'm like, yeah, it's going good. Our class is hard. I'm like, not for me.
Oh wow.
I'm not lying. I'm just admitting the truth.
Exactly.
I'll tell them when they're ready to understand.
Tell them when you get the 1,000,000 plaque.
Yeah, like when I get the 1,000,000 plaque, maybe like a little bit more money, because YouTube does not pay very well for shorts. When I stack up on the bills a little bit more and come in with a gold play button, I'll be like, yeah, I dropped out and it's okay, and then maybe they'll understand. But it's a toss up.
It really is, to be honest. But I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta live your life for you. So, you know, if they're like, damn, you ain't in school, it's like, nah. Just be upfront, like, I can't do this school stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I guess I would have to just be like, I couldn't do it. Sorry. Yeah. I wanted to be a doctor. Terrible decision.
Oof, sorry. I wanted to be a scientist. So, hey, I'm right with you.
Right there in those biology classes and chemistry.
That's the worst shit. I sat in that biology lecture and I knew I could not do this.
Yeah. It is it's
so bad.
We probably had the same professor too.
Was it a white dude?
It was. I think his name was like Hager or
Was he like a tall ass white dude?
Mm-hmm.
He had like
glasses.
Oh, nah, he didn't have glasses.
Ah, okay. Dang, you got
right. I was
another
about to
terrible
say
teacher.
we almost no. Honestly, that whole class structure pissed me off so fucking bad because it literally was the lecture hall, and you had to go to a lab also. But the lecture hall was literally just sitting there listening to this motherfucker talk for 40 minutes, and then we had a test next week. I'm like, there's no assignments, there's no like retention assignments. Like, how do you even know I even understood what the fuck you just said? Nothing.
Yeah, no, nothing like, okay, here's a review. If this is like a paper.
He barely has a study guide.
Yeah, nah, see, and that's like, I think a lot of people, they put stress on students. They're like, you got to set yourself up for success to get the grades you want and to get out of college and do what you want to do. And I think you got a lot of professors, even the school system itself, that's not actively setting you up for success.
Oh.
And I think it's really terrible because they take a lot of your money.
A lot of it.
Like so much. I only went to like 3 semesters. I think I got like 18,000 in debt.
Oh, my shit's probably double that at this point.
Yeah,
they're never getting that money back. The government, I hope you're listening. You're never getting that.
Yeah,
money
you're
back.
not getting it. You're no way.
like $7 trillion in student loan debt. Like, if y'all don't forgive that shit and just you chalk it to the game.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, but they abuse students. It's crazy, especially
really
when COVID hit and they were like, we want you to sit on computers and pay the same price.
Right, like, what the fuck am I paying for?
It was like, wow, you're not even looking out for me on a big level like this. Like, and so yeah, it's something you really gotta keep your head. You gotta keep yourself safe, is what I'm trying to say. Because the system itself isn't looking out for you. Some of the professors aren't looking out for you, and they will take advantage of you. That's one thing I've noticed for sure.
For sure, like that's facts. Honestly, like I already know I'm supposed to take summer classes, but I found out that you have to pay for those shits out of your own pocket. There's no financial aid,
and they're mad expensive.
Yo, almost $3,000 for 3 classes.
What?
I dropped that shit so fast.
Wait, you said 3 for 3?
It was 2,000 and like 700 some shit for 3 2 in the first session and then 1 in the second session. Almost $3,000. I was like, where would I even get that money? Like, how can you expect a student that is on financial aid to the point where I don't pay anything?
Yeah.
To think that I could afford to go to summer classes for $3,000?
It doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
What? And like they want, like I had to talk with my advisor and everything. Like, oh, like set up the classes. All right. I'm like, okay, I just sign up for the classes. Easy. Pass them. Bow. And I'm like, oh, so you really gotta pay for summer classes? I'm just gonna graduate in 2024 and hope for the best.
Yeah, it's like it's just gonna be what it is. I'm gonna stay an extra year. It's gonna be fine.
Right. Fuck it. I mean,
I respect it, and it's better. Now you get a summer, so that's good, and you're $3,000 richer, or 2,700, same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
All right, let's actually do some questions before we were here for 2 hours.
Fair enough. Yeah.
All right, well, at least we got 9 because you unintentionally answered one of them. So how we do the questions here is I wrote down 10 questions, and you can name a number, any number out of the 10. Well, 9 now, but any number out of the 10, and we can just go in any order you want.
Okay, sounds good to me.
All right, so the only one you have off the board is 6. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Can I just say a random number, not knowing what it is?
Yep.
All right, 7.
7. And my phone is fucked up like so bad, so I had to write these questions down on a piece of paper.
Oh, man, I feel is it like just cracked all the way, the phone?
Like it's cracked like shit. Like I don't even want to explain it, but I cracked it like it's spiderwebbed after I dropped it like maybe a month and a half ago.
That's the worst.
So the spiderweb was already bad. I'm like, all right, fuck it. But I was in gym class the other day, and shit happened, and I picked up my phone, and that shit, like, there's like like a bar on the right side. It's like 6 or 7 bars of like different colors. There's like black spots every fucking where, like where the glass is, like,
it's
starting to
bad
come
when
off
you
the thing.
see that little rainbow line.
Yeah, and like if I unlock my phone and like the screen will get progressively more red. Like it's just bad. It's just bad. I can't use that shit. So, we going old school today. So you said 7. All right. I think
Yeah, I
you might
did.
have already answered this one too, Loki, but
If not that, then 8.
name your biggest inspiration.
Oh,
I know you said
okay.
Will Smith. It was your
Will Smith was
inspiration,
a
not
good one to
cuss,
keep
but
like not
yeah,
cursing. He's not
yeah,
my biggest inspiration. After
right.
reading Will though, he definitely hopped up there.
Mm-hmm.
I think my biggest inspiration is another YouTuber named Ray William Johnson.
Wow,
If I could
throwback.
think of the biggest one, it would be him. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, he used to do this animation band
Yep,
called
Your
Your Favorite
Favorite
Martian.
Martian.
Yo, they
Mhm.
had bangers. Let's talk about it. They had
Straight
bangers.
bangers, bro. And it was so cool because he was just a guy reviewing viral videos. He started his own show, made his own come up, but then that music side thing, like he was like, I'm just gonna make a music channel. And for what it did at the time, like early 2010s era,
That shit was
it
fun
went from 0 to a
everywhere.
million so quick. Each song was on the trending page, and they were themed. They were like classic early 2000 songs where it has
Hell
a
yeah.
clear theme, clear chorus. It was genius for a YouTuber to do something like that.
And it was animated, so
Exactly, and they
everybody
use
was there.
animation as well to create characters. 3 of them were just himself. Like I think it was the main guy, which was just Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there was a DJ, which his name was DJ, which was also Ray, and a character Axel and Benatar. I remember
Mm-hmm.
this so much now that you
Right.
bring it up.
No, like for real. That shit takes me back. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they didn't just make it into a show. They also turned it into a web series where they had animated episodes.
Yes.
They're a lot vulgar, coming back to it now.
Yeah.
But it was still like it's just something like to think that he started in his college dorm just talking about viral videos to going to like being this multimillionaire with animation channels and now he's doing shorts. He's on YouTube Shorts and he's gained
That's
over
lit.
11 million subscribers. So he's still doing big. He's my biggest inspiration exactly for all those same reasons because we can know him from so many different things. He did a thing where he
Exactly.
was roasting people at one point in time. Now he's he's still doing videos. He's not as funny as I remember him to be, admittedly. But he's still just like the biggest inspiration I could ever have because that's exactly what I started out doing. I started making skits, reviewing viral videos, and then bringing music in. Like I just kind of copied this guy's flow.
Wow.
And just made it my own.
Hey, that's honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Like he just like he continuously grows with the trends. And that's the thing you gotta
Riding
really
the wave
learn.
of time, exactly.
Yeah, like if you're somebody that wants to have longevity, you got to be able to stay fresh, stay new, stay up to date.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as you start to feel like you get in your sweet spot, you feel like you're too comfortable, then you gonna start to lose viewers and shit.
Yeah, and that's
Name of the game.
my nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't think. Oh, actually, I'd take that back. It's not really a nightmare for me. It's more like a wow. If I'm ever in a place where I can't see the wave I need to ride, I would feel so disconnected from the platform. I think YouTube has meant such a big thing in my heart. Like ever since I was 11, I was like, I want to be a YouTuber, and it was crazy. And if I ever felt like I couldn't see where I needed to go on the platform of YouTube, I would just feel lost. I like not feeling connected to YouTube or its community would devastate me.
Yeah, I feel like it would be really hard to get to that point just because there's so much shit on YouTube now.
Yeah, nowadays, if you're that lost, it's like maybe it's for the best.
Right.
There's so many avenues to go through.
Way too many. Like YouTube's been around for so fucking long at this point now, like basically 20 years, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it started in 2005. It was a dating site that they changed to just making regular videos.
Mm-hmm.
So that was around 2005. Yeah, it's about 20 years actually.
Almost.
It's almost.
That's crazy.
And it is crazy. I'm thinking about it. It's like
we grew up on YouTube.
Yeah, it grew up in like my life. It was like it was always there. I was 5 making YouTube videos. And that's true. It was more my parents controlling the camera, but still, YouTube has been a part of our lives forever.
Deadass. Like me and my friends were making YouTube videos at like 7 and 8. Like those videos are still up, I think. But
good. If you can find them, private them, but save them. Yes, do not delete them.
Right. I private I have like multiple YouTube channels because I couldn't remember that when you start a new Gmail account, that whatever you put the username in, like the email that you signed up with, it goes to Gmail after that. I couldn't understand that concept apparently at like 9. So I have like 4 channels for no reason.
You just created a new channel every time.
Yes, because I couldn't remember how to log in. Ridiculous. But I had to I got into one of them. I got into the last one that had like all of my videos, and I privated most of them because I'm like, this is so embarrassing. But
it's good, but now it's documented. Like YouTube keeps it, and if you go into studios, you can still download them for yourself. And I think that's the safest place to be.
Right, like
you don't want people seeing your older videos. It doesn't matter who you are. You don't want it to happen.
Yo, I remember one time in middle school, I was like, yo, I make YouTube videos. I don't know why the fuck I said that, but I was like, yo, I make YouTube videos. And this is when we had first got those iPad carts. So everybody had just got an iPad. Everybody had
something. Yeah, they had access to YouTube.
Yes, everybody got on an iPad. And I was like, y'all, look at my YouTube channel. And then that started a whole thing. Like, people deadass were watching my videos from that point. Like, commenting on it and shit. And it's like...
Yeah, you just created an audience for yourself. The iPad's card came in, and you were like, "Hey, everybody, check it out!"
All right,
boom, you gave yourself
took my opportunity. I've been marketing myself since I was a child. Okay.
Yeah, that's some real stuff.
All right. What's next?
Oh yeah. Let's take question number 2.
Question number 2. All right. What's your favorite video you've ever made?
Oh wow. Man. Okay, I guess. I have kind of 2 answers for that. I actually don't think my video, like, I don't know if I have a favorite. I'm going to look it up real quick just on my channel. But the first thing that comes to mind is a thing I tried to start on my YouTube channel where I take pop culture songs, like rap songs, and I would put it to a choir. So I would I called it Mr. Baker's Concert Choir. It was a play to Reggie Coase. Yeah. He did something very similar. And what I would do is I would like make a song. What's one I think I did Godzilla by Eminem. I did something by the Baby, Amine, couple other artists. I did WAP by Meg The Stallion.
You really went for it.
I did. And I would like put it to my voice. I'd take all the things, like the beat, I would take the melodies and the rap lyrics, and I'd harmonize with this just giant group of my voice. It would take, each one took a month to make. They're my favorite videos. Goodness. They're the least successful. And they deserve to stay that way, because on camera, I'm recording with my iPhone at the time. I'm dancing to the songs. I can't dance for... I'll curse. I can't dance for shit. If we're being honest, I cannot dance. But I wanted to for that video, so I tried my hardest. It's probably the lamest thing I made, but like in the amount of time it took, it's my favorite. Because it really just speaks to... I did not care what I posted. I just wanted to have fun in quarantine because I was bored. Exactly.
Right.
And my least favorite. Did you ask? Was the question also my least favorite?
It can be that too. Fuck it.
Okay. Probably my first video. The first video I tried to do professionally was it was an audition tape to be a part of the job that I ended up getting, but I did not deserve to get that job. It's narrating Reddit memes specifically on a channel called Easy Peasy. Man, it was my shot. It was the job that I got on YouTube. Yeah. And it's not like EASY, it's just E, the letter Z, P, the letter Z. Easy peasy.
Got you.
I've narrated for them for 2 years now, and they hired me because I sent that audition tape in, and I don't know why they did. They must have been desperate. They gave me a shot. It also gave me money during COVID because it was an actual job.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and I would not have felt confident enough to drop out of college without it. It's still my least favorite video, mind you. I'm describing my least favorite video. It created so many doors, and I look back at that video, I'm like, maybe there's a part of me that didn't deserve it. because they they gave me so much, set me off on my way to like do big crazy things, and I don't know why. It was really like a blessing, if I could say that.
Honestly, like the least expected thing is what will make you blow up. Like it honestly is the most honest thing about making shit. Like something you don't think will blow up does. It's like it's hard to make sense of it. Like you said, like you're like, how the fuck did I get this job? But that's all you need. You need that one opportunity, and then after that, look where you're at now. Like think about if they would have said no. Like
exactly. It would have shut me down. I would have probably been still in school. Like, okay, I don't have a job. I'd have to figure out how to make money or something. They gave me a brilliant opportunity. It's so crazy. I don't even know how to contemplate it. Although I will say, have you heard that I did this one video? It was like the Me or the PS5 duet. That's one I did not expect to blow up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw I didn't watch it, but I saw the
the view count on it's insane. It got 20 million views. That's one I hate. Like I made it so quickly. Like usually I take 4 hours at least to make a video. That one took maybe an hour, and I was like kind of freestyling half of the time when recording it. Like different takes sounded different.
That's 21 million now.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. I never expected it. I honestly don't get the appeal because I don't personally like the video. I didn't put a lot of time into it, but it's the ones you don't expect to do well that go crazy.
Literally.
Yeah, let's move on to question number 1. I feel like I might linger on my least favorites for a little too long.
We don't want to get too self-deprecating here.
Yeah. No need for any of that.
Right. Number 1 is kind of a good segue, I think, because, we were just talking about the negatives, and now let's talk about the positives. What is your greatest achievement so far?
Oh, wow. I think, that's a good question. I think there's a lot of me that is self-deprecating. There's a lot of me that planned for everything to go wrong. I planned out this entire year. It was going to be, by April, I'll have 40,000 subscribers. By September, I'll be closer to 77 to 80,000 subscribers. And by December, I'll have 100,000. And I planned for everything to go wrong. This is what's going to happen if I burn out. This is what's going to happen if I can't put this video out in time. I planned this entire year out, and I never thought to plan for anything to go good.
Right.
And that was a lesson. So my biggest accomplishment, I guess I would say, is taking that note, understanding that there is a lack of confidence in just how I see myself and what I'm able to do. And I'm taking all the steps I can to put more belief in like the dreams that I have, being a little delusional and hoping for the best and knowing that there's a chance the best things can happen. My greatest accomplishment is being braver than I initially feel. And I spun it a 4th time because I made a deal with a YouTuber to shout me out if I did. And it was one of the more bravest things. I knew that by spinning this, even if I got out, I wouldn't lose, but it was probably one of the most bravest things I've ever done. One of the things where I was like, I really believe in myself to put it all on chance and just go with the flow. Like it was one of those moments where everything I knew was going to be okay, no matter what happened. And it was. I got a
$9,000 richer.
I didn't, but it was one of those things. It was like that's a moment where I could say I truly believed in myself, and I've been holding on to that and other notions in which I can believe in myself and just running with it.
That's some inspirational shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like you spun that shit 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
It takes me a year to make $7,000.
Yeah, no, but that makes sense. Yeah, the grind is insane. It took me that same amount to make that on the Easy Peasy videos because they were hard to make. For a year, it's a lot. It's a lot of grind. But you're also a full-time student, so
exactly
everything you do, you're like playing Superwoman at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Like I quit my job in December because I couldn't take that shit no more. So I'm jobless right now. That's why the school shit is not as bad because I have so much time to just do work and just do the podcast. Like,
yeah, I know. I guess, but it's crazy to think that like jobless is, I get what you're saying. No, nothing getting like steady cash, but like you have a lot of responsibilities despite that, you know.
Right.
So it's like, in retrospect, like I say, this is like what I do. It's barely a job, more like just a load of responsibilities. Same with you. You have like you have assignments to get done, and while school isn't as bad because you have more time to work on them, you still have to put a lot of energy into the responsibilities around you. So you give yourself some more credit. You're killing it.
Hey, I appreciate that. Like, just adulting, like that shit is hard. Like, just like being consistent, having a routine, like that's the shit I'm really trying to get down for 2020. Like that's my goal, or 2022. Like that's my goal. Like having consistency. Like, bro, trying to wake up in the morning and have a morning routine. Like, bitch, when I was 17, I would just roll out of bed, brush my teeth. All right, let's go. Like, I didn't think about shit else. Now I realize you got to think about this. You got to think about that. Like, damn, I got to put on my sunscreen. I got to do this.
Yeah, I am learning a lot about that too. I'm having a terrible time. Yeah, crazy. People getting married, having kids, starting their life, getting pets. I want to get a pet, but I'm not responsible enough to keep a pet still. Like, it sucks. But yeah, people are
easy.
Wait, what'd you say?
Start with something easy.
Get a goldfish.
Like a bird. Get a bird.
I want a bird that talks. If I get a bird, it has to talk. I feel like it's going to annoy me though. It's going to antagonize me. Like, what's going on, camera? I'm like, shut up. All right, I'm trying to sleep. It's 1 a.m.
Get a soundproof cage for the bird.
Oh, that might be my first pet now. If you ever see me with a bird, I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna credit you for sure.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So I said let's do number 5. Yeah.
5. All right. If you could talk to your 10-year-old self, what would you say?
Oh man, I'd say we did it.
Hey.
The goal is crazy because I have different and bigger aspirations now, but when I was a kid, this is actually all I wanted to do. I still, I think a part of me lives with a bit of that childlike expectation of myself. Like, for instance, let me be honest. When I was a kid, I didn't have a lot of money. I don't think a lot of people have a lot of money growing up as a kid, but like we did not have, like, I didn't know what money was. I didn't know what it was to have a lot of money, and we just couldn't afford a lot of stuff. And so when I was a kid, there was things I'd like idolized that were really weird. I don't need to idolize. I'd idolize go-karts, like certain, that SpongeBob popsicle, that you get from the ice cream man growing up.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford that, so I always I was like, those must be like the best because they're expensive, at least expensive enough to where I can't get them. So now I'm old and I'm getting money. I still cover my room and all these colorful lights. I buy all this crazy stuff, and I still go to the store. I buy like 10 SpongeBob popsicles just because I can nowadays. So if I you got a little stuff, I'd be like, yo, we did it. But yeah, what are you saying?
You gotta.
Yeah, I'd be flexing to my kid self and be like, yo, buddy, we made it. I have an electric skateboard. I ride it like a go-kart. It's awesome.
Yo, I need to get one of those. How much was that?
It was so they vary in price. The company I bought mine from actually went out of business 2 years ago, which really sucks for replacing parts. But they range from $200 to I think $200 to $700, but they're all really good. I know it seems like crazy because it is expensive, but I treat it like a car. Like, I genuinely ride it around, especially in a place like Greenville. You can use it like a car. I could get from here
you really can.
to where I'm at to the mall.
Facts.
Which is pretty far. So if you like them, if you if you want to borrow one, I have a extra one. I don't use very much, but if you just want to practice, I got you. I can lend it to you. Just for because it's an experience. But yeah, I guess I would tell my kid self, we did it. We're gonna go shoot for higher things now. But the thing is, I only fixated on that silver play button. I really wanted to put my camera up so I could show you it because I fell in love with it as a kid. I was like, I want one of those. I idolize YouTubers so much. I got the play button, and after that, it was like, well, what now? I almost wanted to stop making videos. I was like, I did what I said I wanted to do.
I've completed it, mate. I've completed it.
Yeah, and I didn't expect to. I was like, I'm not getting this till the end of the year is what I thought. So to get it in February was like, wait, this is crazy.
I ain't playing for this.
Yeah, so just a triumphant, yeah, good job. Now think of something better to do. I'm trying to live life a little bit more. Now that I'm older. But yeah, let's. I guess since I did that, did we do number 4?
Number 4. No, we have not. All right, number 4. Rank your talents best to worst. So these talents. Well, I don't know. You might have different talents than what I wrote down, but I'll tell you what I wrote down. But I wrote down singing, stand up, skits, and editing.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. So I think that's. I mean, that's pretty on point. I would probably put editing as my front. Like I despise editing. I like it. It's a love-hate relationship. As I was about to say, I love it, and then I was like, I despise it. Editing is one of those things. It's boring. It's a lot, but it's an art form, and I'm loving learning about it. It's one of those things I feel really good about self-teaching myself on. It's always rewarding when you get better at editing. Sure. And you can really hone in your craft. So my talents, I guess it would start with editing. Second, it would just be, from talents, things of talents. Yeah, this is from best. So editing is probably the best thing because I can do it sometimes. Then it would just be, I really think I have an eye for the analytics of what it takes to entertain audiences. Maybe not in all, but I feel like I've always had my hand very close to, the book, the figurative book that says, okay, this is what you have to do to get these results. And a lot of my calls have been accurate. And then the ones that aren't tend to do better than I expect. So I feel like my eye for the analytical side of YouTube and entertainment on my level is pretty key. Talent, then it would go into maybe singing, rapping. I don't like to think of myself as a rapper, even though at this point it's not true. Like I'm just entertaining, but it is I technically am rapping. Right. So yeah, I'm doing all that. I think, and now let's going into that to the worst types of the talents, like where it's like the best. I think I'm worse at talking with people, and taking life on for what it is. Mm-hmm. I don't always somehow over the past 2 years, I've become a lot more closed off, reclusive, and bad at time management. That's why I missed the first time we were going to record this on April 12th. It's April 14th, and that's my fault. It's fine. Because I was sitting here living my unorganized life, doing what I do. And so I guess, yeah, from the best, it's like editing, analyzing analytics and statistics and stuff, singing, rapping, and then time management and communicating with people is something I'm really slipping on. So I'm trying to get back at it.
Hey, that shit's hard. Especially communication. I'm working on building relationships or maintaining relationships is something that I think a lot of us will struggle with until probably our early 30s. It's hard to just be there for everybody. And you don't really have to, but some people expect that. So,
some people expect it, and sometimes you want to be there. You don't want to disappoint anyone. You especially don't want to disappoint yourself and what you expect to give to other people. But you're right. It's very complicated. I might be one of those. I'm probably going to be one of those people who works on my approach to communication and communicating with people my whole life. I'm trying to get better at it, and it's good. It's a journey for me. I'm on a journey.
For sure.
I think we didn't do question number 10. Yeah, let's jump to 10.
Okay, 10. Okay, so this one is use 3 words to describe your content and why.
Oh, okay. Oh man. Okay, so I'd start with childish. I'd start with childish because I make it I think about it, a lot of what I'm doing is keeping it pretty cartoonish. And kind of silly. Like, I'm going off of a lot of cliches. I use a lot of buzzwords that are like, I pick a topic. Like, I'll pick. I did WrestleMania recently, and I was like, I want to get the word chokeslam. I want to get Mangle in there. I want to be like, I want there to be an announcer. I played cliches because I'm keeping a very childish image to make it as cartoonish as possible. So that's the first one. Next one, I would do varied. I like to think that my content is a variety of different things. Like, I don't follow a specific thing. So I do a lot of commentary sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm talking about subjects. Sometimes I'm making musical skits. My next video is going to be me challenging people to games of basketball. Like, I'm editing that video now. I like to think there's a lot of variety. Are you going out in public? Yeah, I went out in public, and what I did is I challenged people to beat me in a game of basketball, like the best of 5 or best of 10. And if they beat me, they get $100. Like, that's the video. By the time this comes out, like by the time this podcast comes out, it should be posted. So
yeah, this will probably be out next week, probably next Friday.
Yeah, so hopefully if I edit fast enough, the video will already be out.
All right.
But yeah, so I like to have variety. And the next one, the last word, Hamilton. People, for good and for better or worse, people get on my voice for how it sounds, and I'm okay with it. They're like, you sound like you're from Hamilton. You're just a clone of Lin-Manuel when you speak sometimes, or your voice is high, your voice is weird. I actually take that in stride. I completely believe my voice is gosh darn weird. It's just straight up goofy at times. Corny as even. I would use corny as a fourth word if I could, but I'm going to protect myself and my ego by not saying corny, even though we all know it's true.
Yeah.
I think, but no,
it's corny, but it definitely is cartoonish.
Yeah, definitely cartoonish. I think people come at me in both in stride, like they're really nice to me, and then some people are trying to hate. But all this, they say the same thing. They're like, your voice is really peculiar. You sound like you're from Hamilton. Your raps sound like they come straight out of Let It Shine. For some people, that's a good thing. For some people,
I'm about to say, hold on, that's a compliment.
Yeah, for some people, it's a bad thing. Some people say I'm goofy. Some people say I'm corny. But I take it all in stride because that's essentially what I was shooting for. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, like, you kind of proving my point. Thank you.
And so I really, but I think that means I'm on the right path. You can feel however you feel about anything, but you can't really get angry at corny. You can't, it's not controversial to follow cliches and be cartoonish. It's still the best approach to making content for someone like me, who doesn't want to ruffle any feathers, who just wants to put as many smiles on people's faces.
Right.
Those words describe it perfectly. Wow. Yeah. And yeah, I said corny. I'm not going to go into that, but like, I used to hate being called that. I was like, why do people keep saying that? And I started listening to myself, and I was like, oh, I get it. After a couple of years of this, it made sense.
I'm weak. Honestly, yeah, like you just said, you just got to own it, because
you just got to, there's like, there's some things you can be in the world, some things you can't.
Yeah, it's the reason why, or one of the reasons why you're successful. So, like, why would you change that?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. See, you get it. Right. Yeah, is that all the questions? Did I say all of them? I don't know if we did 9.
We have 3 and 8 and 9.
Okay, left. We'll do. Oh, I thought we did 8. Did we not do 8?
Oh wait, fuck, we might have done 8. Hold on.
What was 8? Be 9 and 3.
Oh no, we didn't do 8. We didn't.
Oh wow. Okay, I meant to do 8. I'm staring at my magic 8 ball.
You said 7. You said 7.
I did.
Or I did 8, say 7. So I said 7.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. I'm tripping up on myself. Yeah, let's do number 8.
Okay. Right. Number 8 is, what is your ultimate life goal or dream?
Ooh, wow. Yeah, so it changed. My ultimate life goal was to get 100,000 subscribers and have the silver play button. That was my life goal. As sad as that is, it was like, that was it. Now, I think what I want to do is I really want to connect more spiritually, like with the world. I think I'd sacrifice a lot, of interactions with like people and interacting with the world. I kind of shut out so that I could hone in on what I cared about, which was getting the play button. But that's just the material world. I want
Right.
more meaning in a spiritual sense. I'm going to do this process. It's called the Ayahuasca Ceremony. Have you heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. It's this thing you take a natural herb like drug, and it connects you with a more spiritual side of yourself, and everybody's trip is different. Everybody's stories, what they experience, it's meaningful to them. For my parents actually had an ayahuasca ceremony for themselves, and one got closer with the universe, one got closer with the understanding of family. And I've seen celebrities and normal people taking these processes. Even Will Smith, we were just talking about, he had an ayahuasca ceremony. He talks about that in his book. I know artists like MGK, I know that he did an ayahuasca ceremony. And his girlfriend as well. The famous girlfriend he's dating,
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, yeah, she went through. I was like, I can't remember who it was, but yeah, Megan Fox. She went through it, and it's a very impactful thing. No matter what you do, it's a disgusting drug. It's a disgusting thing they make you drink, but it works, and I want to try that. That's one of my next steps.
Yo, that shit sounds enlightening. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not on no like California shit. You ever been to California?
I'm going to California in actually in a couple weeks.
Wow. Okay. I went in December for my roommate Beyonce's
Yeah, what'd you think?
It was actually fun. Like, I wish we would have got to stay for a little bit longer, but we were there for 3 days basically.
Mm-hmm. And that's expensive
as shit.
Yeah.
And that's when I had a job, so I could take it then. But
you take the hit.
No, I'm not even kidding. I spent like $600 like while we were there, like on just like Ubers, food,
just normal stuff,
buying shit. Yeah. So like it was really fun. Like I went to some dispensaries. That shit was great. We got Uber weed. That shit was crazy as fuck.
Ooh, that's a Oh, I'm having a good time.
Exactly.
In California.
Exactly. All you gotta do, like if you're 21, all you gotta do is take a picture of your ID. They'll deliver it to you in like 40 minutes. You can get anything that's at the store and they'll deliver it to you. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, pre-rolls. I had never bought a pre-roll before, but I'm gonna do that.
Yo, they're so good.
I feel like because I'm terrible at arts and crafts, I can't fold a piece of paper. I can't roll anything.
Right.
It sucks to say, I'm just awful at it. Like it's one of those things. If we went back to that question, I should have said arts and crafts because I can't do. So pre-rolls sounds beautiful for someone like me.
They're everywhere in California. Like they have like literally different like strands, flavors, all that shit.
I'm gonna try not to go broke in California.
Exactly.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Try not to do that. But if you you can have such a good time, and the food was so good. Like we went to like hella places. There were we went to like 3 or 4 like brunch spots. That's like their best thing. I had an omelet. It was a filet mignon omelet, bro.
What?
It was the best omelet I've ever had in my life. Like it was so good, and the potatoes they gave me with it.
Filet mignon. Now I'm hungry.
Right, I'm sorry.
Hold up. No, it's good. I'm gonna keep my eye out when I go. I'm actually going May 6th, May 4th to May 8th. I'm going, so I'm gonna keep my eye out for it for sure.
That's lit. What are you going? What are you going for?
Oh yeah. Do you know the show Arcane? It was on Netflix. It's like an animated thing.
Yeah, it's like I think I know the like art style. I think one of my friends watches that.
Yeah, and it's there's a guy in the show. His name is Echo, the character Echo. The voice actor for that character, he's hosting a watch party because he got into another show. The guy is he's bigger than life, and he's a friend of our family. So they invited us to go to the party, just to kind of cheer him on. It's his big day.
Oh, that's lit. That's lit.
Well, it's not. If I'm hyping him down, it's not his big day. He's the guy on Cartoon Network that goes, "You're watching Cartoon Network." That's him.
Wow.
Yeah, he's also the guy. He's been on Broadway since he was like he was like 5 years old and he was on Broadway. The kid is not. It's not his biggest. He's been in movies. He's a guy. He's a good guy. Reed Shannon. He makes music as well. And he's from Raleigh too. So that's another.
Oh,
thing.
we lit.
Yeah, it's another Raleigh boy. So I'm gonna take pictures. Make sure to do more. I'm excited to go. But yeah, he's a friend of the family. We're going to the watch party. I'm gonna have a lot of blanket time in LA just to figure out what I'm gonna
hit
do.
up them dispensaries, yo. But the one thing about LA is that everything is so fucking far. Like,
you serious? That's terrible.
Like, if you go into Hollywood, then everything's right there. But if you were like if you're in like Orange Beach or some shit, or like Long Beach, or like if your hotel is like in the outskirts of LA, then like that Uber is gonna be insane. We had to pay $90 to go from our hotel to Hollywood for the celebrity tour or whatever, where you go around and you see the Walk of Fame and shit like that. $90 for an Uber. That shit was crazy.
Wow! Wait, hold up. I did not know. Okay, so I knew California was expensive, but I did not know how expensive.
With a capital E. With a capital E. Like North Carolina
we
prices,
can't. We don't even think, because I'm going
11.
with my family.
Right.
We don't even think we can get a rented. We can't rent a car because there's like a shortage of rental cars in LA.
Because nobody wants to pay those Uber prices.
Yeah, $90. I paid $90 for an Uber. You know where I went? I went from Greenville to Raleigh once.
$90! Oh my god!
I really wanted to go home. I don't know what happened, but like I remember that's as much. I can't imagine. But that's Greenville to Raleigh.
$90. Exactly. That's an hour and 15 minutes, and that was $90. You trying to go 20 minutes down the road in LA?
It's like it's over. It's like, yeah, good luck.
I can't.
That's tough. That is real tough.
But honestly, like everything there is just so nice. Like I could see like there was like homeless little shits and like people sleeping on the streets. I could see that. But like when you go to like Hollywood, you see the big ass billboards of people. Like there's billboards everywhere. There's like, and the billboards are crazy. Like it's like advertising out the ass. Like they really paid for this.
I can't imagine. So I've never even been.
It's so grand.
That's crazy. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be a life-changing experience for me.
Definitely. Have fun. Like, it was fun.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm definitely, regardless, my parents are like, you want to move out to LA? You can do that. You know, we can do this. And I'm like, nope. I think, this sounds good. There. I want to stay in Greenville. I really like Greenville.
Yeah, I fuck with Greenville too, honestly, because everything is so close.
Yeah, like, it is. And there's so much food. There's so food everywhere. Yeah. I don't like to cook, so it's great to just walk to a store and get food. Get something. Because you can't do that in Raleigh, or it's just really hard to do it in Raleigh. A lot of places close late at night, and I'm always up late. So it's just, the Greenville is like a perfect place because it's a college town. It's nice.
Exactly. Like I don't know if you can like start a family here, but like
oh, probably not that. I can't even find a camera person out here.
But you know, it's a nice place if you just want something that's simple, somewhere like everything's close. It's walking, it's like you're building. Yeah, you're building your life together. This is a good start. Definitely. Like you ever tried J&J?
J&J? No, I don't think I have. Like, wait.
Yo, pause.
Johnson & Johnson?
No, it's a wing place here, Paul. You gotta go to J&J Wings. It's over there by, the Walmart.
Like Walmart. Hold on. I'm looking it up right now.
It's right in front of the Walmart next to that. It's like right in front of that dentist place. But J&J Wings, the best wings in Greenville, 100%. You ever had wings over?
Yes, I have. I have had
wings. It's better than that. It's better than that.
Okay, I like wings over. It wasn't the best. I had it on DoorDash. It got cold.
I was about to say, yeah.
That was kind of sucky. But I'm gonna check this. Wow.
Check it out. They have wings. They got burgers. They got fish. I think they got fried rice.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Wait, hold up. Where this is Target, TJ. I'm gonna head there like after this is done. Like I'm going straight there.
Hey, you should. The best flavor to me is it's called Russie. It's like hot. But it got it's like a tang hot, like it's
like
hot,
a tanginess to it.
Like they have like there's one I think it's like spicy Cajun, or they have a honey Cajun, some shit like that. That one's pretty good too.
I might try honey Cajun and Russie. Is that what you said?
Yes, Russie. So good.
I'm about to ball out. I'm going. Okay, I'm excited. But it looks friendly. I see that they come with fries. I'm looking at their menu now. Oh, you just set me up, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Honestly, I had to bless you with that because I have friends like Marquay comes to Greenville sometimes just to visit. And the first time I brought Marquay, Dalton, and our friend Luis to J&J. Mm-hmm. They ate in silence the whole time.
I was like, we could talk, but nah, we're just going to the gym.
Nah. Everybody said, yeah. It's like he be in Raleigh and be like, damn, I want some J&J. Like, it's that good.
Yes. Oh man, I'm hyped. I'm hyped now. I am hyped. Hold on. Let's move on to question. Did we do question number 3?
Question number 3. Oh no.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I want to get J&J now.
Right.
I can't wait.
We got 3 and 9. So this is the last, second to last one.
Gotcha.
The penultimate. All right. Number 3. This is gonna take you back to high school right here.
Oh, okay.
What was the worst thing about being class president? If you don't know, everybody, David Baker, he was our class president.
Yeah, I was.
He was our class president senior year, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was student body president, but it was also at senior year, and it was a lot. It was I think the worst part was I tried
student body. My bad. Yeah.
No, the same thing pretty much. But like I guess my hardest and the thing that was really tough about being class president or like student body president was a lot of no's. I got so many no's for things I wanted to do because you have to run. They were like, "Fuck no!" They didn't say that.
Right.
They said, "No, you can't have this done. This cannot be done." And I remember that it was really funny. There was one thing I did. I had a idea. It was called the Sanitation Squad because I was getting sick from touching the handrails and then like not going straight to class instead of having to stop to wash my hands or always keep a hand sanitizer on me. Because the stairwells were terrible. They were so boxy. Germs were just everywhere. And I had this idea. I was like, let's take a number of students and at the in between every class time, like when everybody's in class and they're not transferring from one class to another, they run down the stairwells with wipes and alcohol wipes and hand sanitizer. We put them all over the school to make sure that we protect ourselves against germs. That was one idea that I thought was brilliant that they said no. And then COVID happened.
I'm about to say, I know they mad as fuck. And they said no.
It was terrible because part of my idea was like, all right, we need a budget to purchase a lot of hand sanitizer and sanitation equipment. And they said no. And then COVID hit and they could not get their hands on any sanitation stuff. And I was like, we would have already had stuff if you guys had said yes.
Listen to me.
But I love the student, like everybody, there was a lot of fun things about it too. So a lot of no's, but I think the school spirit carried everybody carried themselves. The class carried themselves. The school did for what is admittedly a pretty terribly designed school. Like, can we be honest? The new Garner High School, it was just terrible. A shell. Terrible.
I remember when I went to the open house with my mom for like to see where my classes were and shit, and we could not find shit.
Yeah, the numbers were weird. It didn't go 0 to the 10s to 100s. It went from the 100s to the 0s to the 10s. And it was just complete numeric oddity. I have no clue why they made it like that. They knew the school was going to need a lot more people, but they still designed the staircases to be really skinny. They kept the cafeteria the same, even though the cafeteria was tiny before, and it was just even worse now. It made no sense. Conceptually, they didn't. There were some things. So South Garner was a way better designed school.
For sure.
For I'll put that on everything. But also, they designed another school, Willow Springs High School, that was designed, and it was so beautiful. They had this beautiful glass entrance. Yes. So you could look into it was so spacious. I was so angry
that we got the shit into the stick.
Yeah, because I didn't see the design of the school. I didn't go to the open houses too much before. But one of my promises was making the transition from South Garner to Garner as smooth as possible. And I worked day in and day out trying to get it to be so. But you can't make a confusing... like, the way that they numbered the school was confusing. You can't really do very much to make it less confusing.
You can't.
I learned. So yeah, I hated the design of the school. And I didn't like how quick teachers were to say no to a lot of ideas. I also wanted to spruce up prom. That's not our job. That was the juniors' job. But prom was so mid, as well. So
don't even get me started.
I wanted to make it so much better. I had Isaiah. I wanted him to perform. If you remember him, he was but they were pretty heavy on a lot of on saying no. It was so easy for them to say no. But much love, everybody. I love everybody. Yeah, it's the music.
God.
They were tripping.
Here's the one thing. I don't know if you remember this, but it was like early into senior year. And I remember I saw you in the hallway. And I was like, yo, David, you need to ask them can we get a spirit week for basketball season?
That's right.
And they actually did it.
Yeah,
that's the one yes.
That was it, and that was a yes, but it was all I remember that too, and I love that idea. Remember you told me that? I was like, that's great. We do this for basketball. We get the spirit up because we used to do it for like football, and that's good. Like football is great. But they had, it was like we got to give the same for basketball. Basketball spirit week. It's gonna help.
Exactly.
I wanted to do more pep rallies. I don't know how many we ended up doing, but if people don't like them, I loved them, and I wanted to do it. I was like, anytime to pull people out of class that we can, I was like, I want to do it.
We should.
But yeah, I love that basketball spirit week. I put a lot of that was me. I put a lot of that idea together. Andrew Wade, he helped. The everybody, but the teachers didn't do too much. It was more that was all the students, and I was really happy about that.
That's what's up. Where I felt like the school actually did something good for us. Like I was like, we got it.
I think that was a great experience.
For sure. That's our win right there. All right, last question. Last question. Whoa, did it.
Yeah.
Right. Last question so you can enjoy these wings.
Yeah, I'm about to go to J&J so fast.
Go ahead and press order right now.
If I can't order online, I would. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna go into the. I would. I'm gonna do the inside experience because I love to just walk in all big-eyed, like whoa.
And the people there are nice. Like they're like our age. Like, and the menu is big as shit though. Like when you get there, like it's gonna be huge.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a sec. But if they come with like I see fried rice, fries. I can't do any shrimp. I'm allergic, which kind of sucks because it looks like they got some cool fish.
Wow,
I've always wondered what it tastes like. I never tried it and lived or like and didn't like have to be hospitalized, so I wouldn't really know what it tastes like. But I'm so excited to check it out. And yeah, last question. I'm honored to be here still, and I don't know if I said it already, but this has been awesome.
You did, but I appreciate you saying it again.
That's about right. I'm a broken record sometimes.
All right, last question. This one is kind of a funny ass one to end on, just because I wanted to know. Like I know you said earlier that you've had some cognitive dissonance with YouTube a little bit.
Oh yeah.
The last question is: have you had a bad experience or drama with a celebrity or YouTuber?
Huh. Wow. Actually, no. I don't think I have. There's been, I get super competitive, and I don't put this in my videos. I don't put it anywhere. But I guess I'll put it on a podcast because I don't mind. I will say I get super competitive, and when I follow somebody that I look up to or like I think is really cool, I think it's okay to look up to anybody. They can be younger than you. They can be way more successful than you. They can be less successful than you. I feel like I can look up to anybody if in any situation. And I find some people where when I get really competitive, I'm looking up to them. They have more followers than me, and I comment something really nice. Or I'm like, yo, I think you're really cool. I'm not asking for collabs. I'm not doing anything like that. I just reach out a hand and be like, yo, I really support what you're doing. I'm looking up to you. I do all that. If they don't follow me back, then my mood shifts so much. I'm cutthroat. I'm like, I'm going to pass you in subscribers. I'm going to pass you in followers. You gonna know my name. And it's crazy because that's not like, it's not a sane response.
Oh.
It just, I get so competitive. So no drama, no outward drama. But when I feel like I'm being overlooked by somebody, especially somebody I might look up to, I'm like, I gotta let you know, I'm gonna surpass you. And that happens. Actually, that happens a lot. I'm not gonna name drop a lot of people.
Gotta prove them wrong type.
But if you ever like followed me if into this and they followed me after after I'd already reached out to them, it's like, yeah, you're probably somebody I fixated on surpassing.
Wow.
And that's just me being competitive. I was always like this.
Hey, that shit will drive you, to be honest.
It does. It works. It's good temporary motivation. What can I say?
For sure.
I hope to get into big drama, like something.
Yeah, like something to talk about, bro.
Yeah, maybe I'll fight Jake Paul. Like I want to fight Jake Paul. He's been winning too much.
Yo.
I don't care. I think it's staged. I'm gonna train in boxing. There's a guy named Ivan who went to our school. I don't know if you know him.
Ivan, you know his last name?
Shoot, I should know his last name, but he's big. He boxes. He's black. He was pretty popular.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. Ivan knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I would have him help me train for boxing. I want to fight Jake Paul.
There you go. Hey,
there we go.
Get you a regiment for like 6 months. You might could do it.
Wait, how tall are you? Not very.
I'm about to say he might be like he's like 5'11", 6 foot.
I think he's 6 something. He's like 6'2", 6'1", maybe just 6 foot. It doesn't matter. I'm short as hell. I'm like, I mean, I'm like what 5. I lie a lot. I say I'm like 5'5", or I say I'm 5'3" online. I always make myself shorter. Whenever online I always say I'm 5'1", I'm 5'2", I'm legitimately 5'5" or somewhere around there. But I like to think of myself. I carry myself like I'm 5'3".
You height fishing, but backwards.
Yeah, backwards. I feel like people are like, you're too short. I'm like, I'm not short enough.
Oh wow!
People they grill me on my height. It does not matter. Like I don't take it badly.
I went to your Instagram and I clicked on that picture of you and Mr. Beast, and literally the first comment I saw was, "You're shorter than I thought."
yeah, I get that a lot. And it's true. I'm like, but I'm a short guy. I mean, ain't nothing bad about it. I just think like, dang, if Jake Paul is willing to ignore that, if he's not afraid, he'd still fight me. So.
Right. Hey, the bag is right. He definitely gonna do it.
Exactly, and the bag is always right. Whether you win or lose those things, you always become a millionaire afterwards. Like it's even if you lose, I think the loser still got like $2 million.
And that's why I don't understand people paying for that shit.
Yeah, it's like you guys understand. You're just paying to make these idiots richer. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Like I just watch it illegally.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, just pirate it. No respect. Yeah, like because I don't respect it. They're already rich. They're already multimillionaires. They don't need it.
Hey, you speaking all facts right now.
But yeah, my biggest goal. I've been fixated on money, on YouTube. This is just a tangent, really. But like, I want to make a crazy amount of money so I can support my family and do like actually like some pretty I want to be like, do some philanthropy every once in a while where I give back to communities and people that have supported me. That's my next goal. That's one of my biggest things I'm looking forward to.
That's a good ass goal, especially because, like starting a charity or like, just reaching out to communities that need help, like that's better than, doing majority of other shit. Like
entertainment is good. Like you can feel good about entertaining folks, but you want to implement some real change every once in a while. And I think I can't be a complete creator until I implement change in a physical, like a real way as well. I think that's a big thing a lot of YouTubers have to do. I think, like, I know there's this creator named Moist Critical. He donated everything he earned off of YouTube for like 10 years to charities, like different charities. I think that made him have a real lasting impact. You got people like Beast Philanthropy giving thousands of tons worth of food to charities, soup kitchens, and whatnot. You have YouTubers all over giving back to students. Like, even I'm starting. I'm like, I still recorded that video. I'm giving hundreds of dollars to like people on college campuses just to beat me in a game of basketball, and I'm really sure I suck at basketball. Like, if we're being honest, so I'm trying to start a new path. Wait, what'd you say?
Free 100 for somebody.
Yeah, free. It was pretty much. Yeah, I was like, this is a free $100, and I'm gonna keep doing stuff around like that around campus.
Once
these videos start popping, because they'll pay for themselves, and then I can pay to like put smiles on people's face and like make people's day better. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I have a lot of giveaway items I'm about to do. This isn't all philanthropic, but like this is real world impacts I plan to have. I'm going to give away, for instance, I'm giving away a laptop in about a month. It's going to be really cool.
Ooh, might have to enter that giveaway.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to post all about it. I'll make sure that everybody gets to hear about it. Everybody gets a fair shot for sure.
Right. Hey, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Giving back. You know,
Absolutely.
that's my goal too. Like, we don't make shit from the podcast, so the fact that we still doing it, that means we really fuck with
It's
doing
passion, you know?
Exactly. So, that day, like, we talked, me and Marquay and Dalton, we talked about this so many times, but that day we get our first sponsorship, bro.
Oh, it's gonna be
We
big.
are going crazy. Like, that's our magnum opus at this point. Like, get a sponsor. Like, because we've been going for almost 3 years now. Got a pretty consistent audience at this point. Of like,
no, I
at
mess
least
with it.
40
I really
people.
like it. Well, I will. Okay, so I do want to say, I'm personally having a tough time like getting sponsors because you have to email these companies, like, or at least that's how I've been doing it. I just email them, and it's tedious. I hope to get somebody to help me make those emails, but I would just say, yeah, just like a scholarship, just keep emailing different companies you'd like to sponsor, because eventually some will come around. It's gonna be big, but whenever it comes, it's gonna be insane.
Exactly. So we're putting that good juju out there. I actually have never even like tried to email a fucking company. So now we're
It
gonna
can get
try it.
convoluted because you have to do a lot of you got to find their social media coordinators sometimes,
Yeah.
and it's hard. It's not fun. And there's companies that help you do that. Like I'm gonna get signed to one of them
Like a management
soon.
company.
Yeah, like a management company to
Okay,
help me do that, because I can't. I actually, it's so time consuming. It's almost not even worth it to do it yourself.
For real.
But it did happen once. For one sponsor, I think it was Ridge Wallet. Yeah.
Ridge Wallet. Okay.
And I like Ridge Wallet, or at least they pay me to say I like Ridge Wallet. I like Ridge Wallet. That ad hasn't come out yet, but yeah, reaching out does help sometimes.
All right, I'm gonna try that shit. Hopefully it reaps some rewards.
I hope it does. Just don't get too frustrated with it, because it's a frustrating process.
Yeah, I try not to get frustrated about a lot of shit, just because, like, at the end of the day, we do this shit because we want to just talk shit for an hour and a half. So no matter what, I'm happy to just get on the microphone and go. I keep that same type of simplicity to it, because if I don't, then I might start to feel like I'm not really doing shit.
Yeah, and you don't want to slip into that. And I think you got your head on right. Ultimately, like, yeah, you're right. It's you guys are here because of passion, and when it does happen, it does. But ultimately, you don't really have you don't have much of a say. It'll happen, right. And when it does, it's just gonna be another thing you take care of, because ultimately, life is a chore.
Hey, what a segue! And we cutting it at that.
It's like, all right, we're good. We're good.
But no, for real. Drop your socials and all that.
Yeah, it's David the Baker. David the Baker, like Kermit the Frog. Weird analogy to tie it into, but yeah, on all platforms.
There you go. Hey, that's a blessing that you got it on every single platform. Like,
yeah, except for Snapchat, because somebody stole my name.
Yo, you can change your name now once a year.
I didn't know that.
Right.
Kind of dope. I know.
Yeah, I definitely changed mine.
Yeah, it's worthwhile. I want to do that for Snapchat. I'm gonna get back on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm still on it. Still on it. But all right. This has been a good little 2 hours at this point. But
yeah, no, I enjoyed myself. I did. I'm sorry if it went over, but I did. I genuinely enjoyed the conversation.
Me too. Like, the more the conversation sparks, like we was having a 30-minute conversation before I even read a question. So, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the organic. Yeah, that's the organic part of it. Like, I make the questions for some structure, but it's like, at the end of the day, we just motherfuckers talking. So whatever we want to talk about, it happens. So I enjoyed it for real. Hey, if you want to come back on the show when it's like all of us, then that would be dope as shit. We might have to do that shit in person.
That'd be dope. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the area. So you can make it work.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying,
I'd be happy.
Let me know. Right. Let me know if you got a video idea that you want me to be in. I'm ready. Hey, honestly, I might start my YouTube videos back up this summer, because like we talked about earlier, I'm not taking summer classes. Yeah, I'm not taking summer classes, so I'm literally gonna be doing nothing. I need to get a job, but like I'm not gonna be doing nothing but working and creating shit. And I want to go around and interview people. That's the one thing I want to do before the pandemic hit. So when it did, I was pissed.
You can do that though. Yeah. Although I will say, I hate to tell you this, you're gonna have to use TikTok. It sucks. I know. I'm sorry.
No,
But if
I
you do
know.
it, it'll be so much better.
No, I mean, and one of my friends actually gave me the idea to start posting like clips of our podcast on TikTok, which that was a pretty good idea to me. But like, I don't know TikTok, so I'm gonna have to like play around with the app for a couple weeks, see like make us a TikTok, all that other shit. But I'm gonna get on TikTok before the end of this summer. So.
I hate to put you on it. You know, I do because
I mean,
it's
fuck
something.
it. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, it's a tool. You know, just like YouTube Shorts.
Yes,
it's a tool. So
definitely, it's a tool.
Yeah, you got to utilize everything to get what we want. So we're gonna try to do that. We're gonna be on TikTok this summer, y'all. We're trying to get this Instagram. It's almost done, but like shit happens. Like I said earlier, we're gonna have that ready. But make sure to follow us on Life's a Chore. And like David said, hey, remember, life's a chore.
Yeah. Peace.
All right, bro.
All right, take care.